Hi, it's me again with Corel Roll Tips and Tricks and Tips. And tonight I'm just playing, but I wanted to do a video. I did several of these the other day, and I started thinking, if we use the clone tool, you can do a lot with it. So to make it easier, I'm going to go ahead and move this stuff out of the way so I can use the center of the page like I always like using the center of the page. And in this case, it doesn't really matter that much. It helps a little bit. I'm going to control as I drag my rectangle so I can get a perfect square. Then I'm going to control D and make a duplicate. Then while holding down the shift key, I'm just going to bring it in. So this is, if you watched, and somebody actually commented a really nice comment. I really appreciate those type of comments. He loved the Pentagon, and so I thought I'd do a square, and so this is easy enough. I'm just going to hit plus on the keyboard and rotate that at a 90 degrees. So I'm doing the same thing I did the other night, is I'm just filling that in. I'm going to nudge it over because I'm making an object, and so we need to get these two together. It's almost easier to do it when they're in hairline frame, but if you grab that corner where you got a 4-pointed X, it should snap to it, and it did. And then, as always, left click, no fill, right click, outline. Take your virtual segment delete key and delete that line. Take your smart fill tool and fill that in. What that does, if you haven't watched enough of my videos, it seals all that up. And where this is 2 pieces, this is 1 piece now. So I'm just going to kind of play around, but I'm going to show you how the clone tool could actually help you in this situation. So I'm going to try to get the center of my item on that center of that line. And at this time, I am going to go to edit and clone it. Now I'm going to double click on it and get the center rotation to that line. A lot of times it doesn't look like it is, but it is. And I'm going to rotate it 40 degrees. Then I can control D, control D, control D, control D, control D, till I get a perfect shape. Now, what's so good about the clone tool, and I'm going to try to take this box out of the way anymore. We don't need it. Whoop, we need that. Let me zoom in here a little bit. The clone tool is a very valuable tool when you are trying to do something like this. Because that in itself was easy enough, but how about if you wanted to make it a little bit better? Well, if you grab your shape tool and move some of these, look what it did to the other ones. So let's move this up. The clone is moving all of them because you cloned it. And if we zoom in here, you can actually add a node and get it really, really close to that other line. Now, if we take it all, and in this case, the weld tool doesn't show up, but if you go to object and break the objects apart, then you can weld it. And look at this shape. I mean, I'm not going to say you're ever going to draw that shape, but how easy was that, and cool and symmetrical, and there's a lot you could do with that, making flowers or wagon wheels to make them look the same because of the clone tool. I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.